preference is really a starting point to really understand and comprehend our type. But the type becomes even more useful when we really understand and explore the combinations of our preferences and how they interact to create our personality. You'll also notice when you look at the type table that it's organized so that similar types are next to each other, and sections of the type table are organized in order to see qualities that are shared by groups or within the group of type. ESTP tends to be a very energetic, active, problem-solving personality. They are interested in everything that's going on around them, including their activities, food, clothes, people, the outdoors, anything and everything that's going to offer a new experience. And their dominant function is an extroverted sensing. And this means that they are going to take in information by using their senses, using data. They are observant, they're practical, they're realistic, and they're very, very interested in the immediate experience. They have a strong art of living, and they love life, and they're going to immerse themselves in it. They tend to also have great enthusiasm and even a good sense of humor. Their introverted side is thinking. So this is something that we tend not to see in their personality very often, but they are analytical, they're going to be rational problem solvers, they're straightforward, and they even tend to be quite assertive. Their tertiary function is going to be feeling, and then their less preferred function or inferior function is their extroverted intuition. And this is where we're going to be able to see that come out when they are frustrated, and they're going to really stressed is a good word for that. Their personality will be stressed, so they're going to have trouble accepting structure and deadlines, and they're going to be very entirely focused on the excitement and putting enjoyment into life as they neglect some of the other parts of their personality type. Perception and the judgment part of our preferences, which is going to be sensing and intuition, plus our thinking or our feeling, is what influences our career choices and our interests. So our sensing and our thinking like to focus on the facts, and they're going to handle those facts through a very objective, experiential method. They are very practical, they're very analytical, and they tend to be very interested in technical skills and the objects and the facts. Some great careers for an ST would be applied science, business, administration, banking. Production is a great way for them, as well as law enforcement and even construction. How people respond to change deals with their preferences of their energy and their external orientations. So the EP, the external perceiver, is an adaptable extrovert. So when changes are proposed, they're going to talk to everybody around them. They're going to talk to the people they know. They're going to talk to people at work, people at home, their family. They want to find out what everyone around them thinks. And then if changes really allow room for their creativity and action, then they're going to gather resources and try to energize everyone around them to implement those changes. Leadership, management, and the follower styles comes from a preference combination of our judgment preference and our external orientation. So our thinking perceivers are actually adaptable problem solvers. They're going to lead by example. They value and display a technical expertise, and they create a consistent and orderly framework for working. They like to be objective, skeptical, and they're very curious. And they're going to change their course as new information comes in that goes along with that perceptive side where they're spontaneous, and they're very effective problem solvers. How a personality uses information is dependent upon the concept and combination of their energy and their perception. So the extroverted sensor is an action-oriented realist. Knowledge is important to them for practical usage. Looking into the temperaments, we're now looking at the combination preferences of sensing and perceiving, which is called the Artisan. The Artisan is action-oriented. They love impact. They hunger for spontaneity. They tend to be optimistic, and they trust luck and the ability to handle whatever comes up. They're absorbed in the moment. They read people and situations, and they adapt to changes very quickly in order to get jobs done. They love adventure. They're a very adventurous personality type, and they love experiences. They love variations, and they like to focus on tactics to help others and to get some desired results. However, they really need a lot of freedom in order to choose their next action. Remember that the purpose of learning about our MBTI type and those dynamics is really to help us in understanding ourselves and to better build and to aid in developing our relationships with others. And this is accomplished when we look at the combinations of our preferences, the dynamics within our personality type, as well as the development and the growth that is available to our psychological type.